Send me your location, let's focus on communicating, 'cause I just need the time and place to come through. Send me your location.
Hong Kong is known for a vibrant city on the move. This once poor fishing village has evolved into an international financial center, boasting one of the highest GDPs in the world and claiming to be home to the most number of billionaires in Asia. Visitors are often found dazzled of Hong Kong's vision of wealth, glamour, and sophistication. But behind the curtain lies a festering problem. Hong Kong is one of Asia's richest cities, but it also has the region's largest wealth disparity, with some 80% of the population living below the poverty line. Government hopes to narrow the territory's income with a mandatory minimum wage for workers next year, but critics say this won't solve the poverty issue. However, this has not stopped Hong Kong's residents from taking to the streets themselves.
It's the new law nobody seems happy with.
In May of 2011, protests erupted from Hong Kong's trade unionists, outraged from the decision to raise the minimum wage to only 28 Hong Kong dollars, claiming big businesses are not paying for their meal breaks and days off. Since then, it has only risen 16%. To find out more, we contacted experts, Hong Kong's Commission on Poverty.
Who's the most victim in Hong Kong to poverty, and who's the most affected of poverty in Hong Kong?
So, as I mentioned before, in Hong Kong we define poor population based on the poverty line analysis. So it is set at 50% of the median monthly household income before government policy intervention. So any population earning a household income below that poverty line will be defined as poor population. So we only take into account a household income but not household access in our poverty line analysis. This is the major limitation of the poverty line analysis. So when it comes to groups which are most vulnerable to poverty, we would say people without employment income are most likely to be classified as poor under our current poverty line analysis setup. So the elderly and also the unemployed without any employment income will be easily classified and most vulnerable to poverty. And we also conduct several thematic studies, and it shows that people with disabilities and ethnic minorities have very high poverty rate as well. So it's mainly due to a very high unemployment rate and low employment income.
It affects a significant amount of people in Hong Kong's population. What has been done to what situation?
Yeah. So we actually, the government has put in a lot of efforts in poverty alleviation. In 2016 to 17, the budgeted expenditure for welfare is 66.2 billion Hong Kong dollar, representing a 55% increase as compared to 2012 and 2013, which the year which the government, this current term government starts. So we actually maintain a very comprehensive social security system as a whole. And apart from giving them money directly through comprehensive social security assistance, we also offer a very comprehensive safety net as a whole. And we are now actually strive to offer better specific support to different poor groups, including the elders, the unemployed, and low-income working households, people with disabilities, and also ethnic minorities, as I mentioned. So in 2013, the government, this current term of government, actually introduced a new scheme called Old Age Living Allowance, specifically for elderlies aged about 65 years old, who do not wish and may not be eligible to apply for the CSSA. And in
the official percentage of how many citizens are living in poverty is currently at 19.3%. However, there is still some debate on how to even measure poverty. That's 1 in 5 people living in poverty. 50% of the population currently lives in government housing.
It seems that we needed another perspective. While one of the richest cities in the Asian world is facing an overwhelming poverty problem, we head on over to one of the poorest cities in the world, Baiwan, China. With the encouragement of local government, many families leave Baiwan to live in Qingwan. There are only about 2,500 people living in the community, who mostly live in small family farms. With closure from the cement factory in early 2007, there have been very few job opportunities left. More and more adults left home to go work in the cities. Only elderly people and children remain in the region.
The government allocates land depending on the number of people in that region, then it's divided up. So each person has the same amount of land allocated for farming. No, the government does not help us at all. If there is a crisis, we just have to cope ourselves and make do with everything we have harvested. Yes, there is enough food to feed 10 members of the family. We go out at 8 and come back for lunch at 12. After lunch, we go back out until 6. Everything we grow are used for our own needs.